Hi Taurus, this is your August reading. Um, Sorry, before I actually start the reading, I just want to say that I know a lot of other readers do this, but I too have decided that depending which sign we are in at the time, that's the sign that I'm going to start with. So this month, as we are at the moment in the season of Leo, I've started the readings with Leo. So I think that way each sign does get a chance at being first. And also, it isn't the same signs every month that have to go last or are waiting that much longer for their reading. So, that being said, Taurus, this is your reading. 2 cards for each week of the month. I'm using the Whispers of Love by Angela Hartfield as well. And also, just recently, I was given some tarot cards. One of the decks was this very cute little deck. They do have pictures of the runes on, but I don't understand the runes or know how to read the runes. So I'm literally just focusing on the message at the bottom of the card. So, week 1, Taurus, you have the Magician, which is always nice to see. And you have it teamed with the Page of Cups. Now, the Magician is manifesting whatever it is that you want, okay? We have the Page of Cups. Now, the Page of Cups the pages can be messengers for certain, okay? But the Page of Cups also, it's about feelings and emotions, okay? Being cups, it is to do with our feelings and our emotions. Now, whenever I look at the Page of Cups, especially in the Rider Waite, you have this fish in here. It does make me wonder if the young man there expected that fish to be in that cup. Because if he didn't, then we can be dealing with feelings or emotions that may be unexpected, okay? That might even catch us off guard a little bit. The other aspect, though, with the Page of Cups, we sometimes need to be careful with is that it can deal with somebody who may be immature, okay? A sense of immaturity is with this card. Somebody also that has issues when it comes to commitment, emotional commitment, that they find it difficult. So somebody, again, as I said, that when it comes to their emotions, there is this immaturity. And sometimes with the Page of Cups, you can be dealing with somebody that escapes through alcohol, okay? But with that Magician at the top there, it kind of makes me wonder if you might be dealing with somebody that, is emotionally immature. And maybe you're trying to manifest a deeper connection, or a more meaningful relationship here. Week 2, you have the 9 of Swords, and you have it teamed with the 3 of Swords. Now, I don't necessarily think that this 3 of Swords, this heartbreak, this sadness is actually taking place. I think it's more a worry for you. We have this 9 of Swords here. And the 9 of Swords is about overthinking, okay? And we all do it. We're all guilty of it. But with the 9 of Swords, it can be that staying awake at night, okay? We have this same fear or worry that's going around and around in our head. It can keep us awake. It's obviously mental stress and mental anguish. with the Three of Swords underneath there, suggesting heartbreak and sadness. See, this is why I think there's a relationship here that there is an element of fear or anguish around it. Whether, I just feel that you're trying to, as I said, develop a deeper connection between you and somebody else. But I think there is issues around the other person. But, it's easier said than done, I know. But the worst thing you can do is to overthink, because then you can make something feel 1,000 times worse. Moving into week 3, we have the Hermit and we have the Seven of Wands. Now, the Hermit is the card about soul searching and reflection. But also, the Hermit can be the card where, somebody is literally becoming a bit of a hermit. Somebody is closing their self off to another individual. The Seven of Wands is a card of defense, feeling the need to defend oneself. Being on the higher ground, but needing to maintain that. And the Seven of Wands sometimes can talk about how there may be the need there to speak out, to speak up and defend oneself. So, is it a case that for some reason, Taurus, you are in this month of August are going to take on these energies of the Hermit? I kind of feel that you're going to close yourself off a little bit. And, whether that is because you feel you need to do some soul searching. This Seven of Wands here, again, I feel is going to be you trying to defend yourself. Or it may be that you're going to have to defend yourself, because I think somebody is going to question and somebody is going to want answers as to why you're closing yourself off. And if it's not you doing that, then I feel it's going to be the other person. Now, week 4. Five of Swords, which I don't like. And we have the Four of Cups. So the Five of Swords is arguments. The thing with the Five of Swords is you're dealing with somebody here who wants to win the argument at any cost, okay? They don't care if they hurt your feelings. That's not an issue for them. For them, it's about winning at any cost. The thing with the Five of Swords as well for me is that the person who wins the argument or creates the argument, that person, it is like that. It's kind of like they do this over and over again. It's their character, it's their personality. You're not going to change that. I don't like the Five of Swords at all, because like I said, you're dealing with somebody that is only thinking about themselves. Now, the Four of Cups, this is somebody that is... There is an element with the Four of Cups of that blah feeling. Something being offered, okay? But the other person is not wanting to accept it. And I kind of feel, for some reason here with the Four of Cups, and I've never had this before with this card, but it almost makes me feel that it's like an apology or... some form of emotional blackmail. And it almost feels as though this time round, you're not going to put up with it. You're not going to accept it this time. Enough is enough. That Magician here, coming back to that, it could literally be how you are trying to manifest change here. That you're wanting some change within a relationship. Your card from Whispers of Love. Actions speak loudly. Express your love through your actions. See, I don't think that message is for you, Taurus. I think that message is for somebody you're dealing with. And I think in August, it's kind of like reaching that point where apologies, whether they're heartfelt or not, are not going to cut it this time. It's almost like I can hear you saying, you know, actions speak louder than words. I want to see actions because I'm fed up with your apologies. I'm fed up with, you know, the way you treat me. That's how I feel. But, you know, your card from these little, your message from these little cards is victory. So there can be victory in this situation. But I do feel, Taurus, that you're going to have to speak up and you're going to have to defend yourself. Because looking at this Hermit here, what I feel is that ordinarily when these situations arise between you and the other person, you seem to cut yourself off. It's almost as though you don't speak up. But with that Seven of Wands being there, I think that is your advice there, that you're going to need to speak up. That enough is enough. You know, it feels quite heavy, this reading. And for sure, it's not going to be for all of you, okay? But I do feel that there is an issue, quite a big issue, that keeps repeating itself within a relationship. And I think this month of August is going to be about resolving this once and for all. Okay, Taurus, those are your messages. Thank you so much and have a lovely month, and I'll be back soon. Bye.